Welcome back, everybody. So today I'm going to be making iced coffee. I'm going to show you two ways that I like to make it here at home. There's a very easy way, and then there's one that's still easy, but it's extra steps. So hopefully you find this helpful, and for all my iced coffee lovers, you might want to give it a try. So you got as much ice as you like. I like things icy. So I'm gonna add my cold brew. I'll do like that much. I'm gonna add my little shake of ground cinnamon. I like cinnamon and vanilla. Sometimes I like mocha flavored things, but today, just a tiny splash of vanilla. Now I'm gonna add my whole milk. Now just give it a mix. And before I forget, I'm gonna add a little bit of sweetener. Give it a mix. And that is probably the easiest iced coffee you'll make. So for my cold brew coffee, I am going to be using 5 tablespoons of ground coffee. Now, preferably if you are a cold brew coffee purist, you probably want to grind your own coffee beans. So you'll want to use a coarse ground setting when you grind it, but I'm going to use what I have here. And I'm going to add 5 tablespoons to my jar. And the ratio that I like to use is 1 tablespoon per 100 milliliters of cold water. And if you want something stronger, then, adjust the ratio to your preference. So now what I'm going to do is just pour in a little bit of water and I'm just going to saturate the grinds, because if you just add all the water all at once, the coffee grinds sort of float to the surface and they don't soak properly into the water, and so you want to take your time doing this. Okay, so before I add the rest of the water, I like to flavor my cold brew coffee. You don't have to do this at all, but I'm going to add 1/8 of a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and 1/4 of a teaspoon of vanilla extract. I'm actually using Mexican vanilla extract, but you can use what you have on hand. Now, well, before I pour the water, I think I'll give it a little mix, because then the cinnamon will just sort of float at the top, and I want it to be mixed in. There we go. And you can flavor your coffee how you like, or just leave it plain. Now add the rest of your water. For this entire cold brew, I'm using 500 milliliters of water. That's right over 2 cups of cold water. So now I'm just going to cover this with the lid and place this in my refrigerator for at least 12 hours, but for a stronger cold brew, you want it for 24 hours in the refrigerator at least. Okay, so here is my cold brew coffee that I made yesterday. This has been in my refrigerator for 16 hours. And so now what I'm going to do is just filter it or strain it so I don't get any coffee grinds. And there are several methods and ways that you can use, but I basically just go with an oversized measuring cup, and inside a fine wire mesh strainer, I add a coffee filter. That is it. Now I'm ready to make some iced coffee, and I do love ice. So I'm going to add 6 to 7 ounces of my cold brew. I want things sweet today. Now, if it were up to my husband, he likes it plain, just black over ice. That's his favorite. But I'm going to add a little bit of sweetener here. About 3 ounces, 2 to 3 ounces of whole milk. You could use half and half if you want things to be creamier. I'm also going to add a little extra shake of ground cinnamon. Maybe top it off with a little more cold brew. There we go. And that is how I like to make iced coffee. You give it a mix and enjoy. It's good. So, other things that I wanted to mention here, for example, the ice cubes, you can actually freeze coffee. And instead of the water diluting your cold brew, you can just add frozen coffee to it. That is a tip. And another thing, with cold brewed coffee, you can add any flavorings that you like. Sometimes I like to add a little bit of cocoa powder to give it that mocha flavor. But for the most part, coffee on ice is just as good. That's the way my husband likes it. He drinks it black on ice or even when it's hot. That's his favorite way. And if you do like a strong, bold coffee, it all depends on the coffee beans or the roast that you use. Go with a dark roast and let it set for 24 hours. And if you want really strong, then just add more coffee per 100 milliliters of cold water. I like the ratio of 1 tablespoon to 100 milliliters of cold water, but you could go a tablespoon and a half. You can play around with the ratios to suit your preferences. I hope you found this video helpful. I hope you give the recipe a try. I hope you like it, and thanks for watching. Bye.